If you ever want to know what hope looks like when all anyone else sees is a lost cause, picture this. A skinny little kid, barely tall enough to reach the auctioneer's belt, clutching a battered coffee tin filled with crumpled bills and coins. He'd saved from birthdays and tips, every penny he could find. He's standing in the middle of a county fairground, surrounded by people more interested in prize cattle than in broken dogs. To most of them in Millstone, Tennessee, that's exactly what the German Shepherd in the cage was. A broken animal. A waste. He's worthless, someone muttered. Any other kid might have shrunk back, but not Noah Walker. He stood there, calm as sunrise, storm-gray eyes locked on the slumped, scarred dog in the cage. Where others saw a fading life, Noah saw a soldier, left behind, not lost. The auctioneer's voice called out numbers that kept dropping. No one was listening. $50. Then silence. The dog didn't bark, didn't move, just lay there, ribs showing through patchy fur, one ear up, one down. We call him Rex, the shelter guy said. Was supposed to be a service dog, but now, nothing. Doesn't bark, barely eats. Everyone expected the boy to walk away. But Noah, voice steady like a preacher, raised his hand. "I'll take him," he said. Laughter rippled through the crowd, but he just opened that tin and counted. Every bill, every coin, down to 2 silver $half his dad had given him before he died. 53.40. The auctioneer looked from the boy to the tin. "He's not broken," Noah said, "just waiting," and something in the way he said it made people pause. "Sold to the boy in the red hoodie." That's where it began. But to understand Noah, you need to know more. Quiet kid, always had been. Thin as a cornstalk, hair curling at the ends, jeans rolled up because he hadn't grown into them yet. Raised by his grandma, Hattie, a tough woman who only showed her softness when no one was looking, and his mom, Elena, who'd been patching. Their lives together with duct tape and love since Noah's dad died in a farming accident. Life didn't hand them much, but they held on. That night, Noah didn't just toss Rex a bone and call it done. He led him to the old barn, laid out his rocket ship blanket from kindergarten, and sat beside him with a flickering flashlight. "This is yours now," he told the dog. Rex didn't move at first, but after a while he rested his head on Noah's foot, as if to say, "I trust you." Noah leaned close and whispered, "I won't let anyone throw you away again, promise." Hattie watched from the doorway, her eyes shining. She knew what promises cost. By morning, the barn creaked as Noah stepped. Inside, still in yesterday's clothes, hair wild. Rex was sitting up, not quite bright-eyed, but no longer empty. Noah called his name, and Rex tilted his head, just a bit. One ear up, one ear down, and in that moment, you could feel hope settle into Noah's chest, slow and warm. Word got out fast in a small town like Millstone. At school, the teasing started. Derek Hartley, loud as ever, laughed. "What's next? A rat in a wheelchair?" But before Noah could turn away, another boy, Luke Bennett, tall and awkward, glasses always slipping down his nose, stepped in. "That's a service dog," Luke said. "My brother had one. Saved his life." Suddenly it wasn't so funny. At lunch, Luke sat beside Noah and told him about his brother Adam, who had autism, and how only his dog Jasper had ever truly reached him, until Jasper passed. Luke handed Noah a torn-out page from an old training manual. "Just in case," he said. That night, Noah tried it. "Sit. Stay." Nothing. Then, "Guard." And for a split second, Rex snapped up, spine straight, alert. Then he slumped, exhausted, but Noah was glowing. "You do remember," he whispered. That weekend, rain rolled in over Millstone. Noah and Hattie gave Rex a bath, washing away layers of dirt and maybe a little sadness. That's when Noah spotted something. Inside Rex's ear, a faded tattoo, letters and numbers. Hattie looked at it, and her eyes narrowed with recognition. "Away." "Military ID," Hattie said softly, eyes fixed on the faint tattoo in Rex's ear. He wasn't just trained. He belonged to someone. That night, with peanut butter sandwiches in hand, Noah and Luke sat cross-legged on the floor, typing the numbers into the Army K-9 registry. What they found changed everything. Rex wasn't just any dog. He had served overseas, deployed in combat zones, and had been separated from his handler during an explosion, declared missing in action. "I've been sleeping next to a war hero," Noah whispered, stunned. Driven by a need to know more, he wrote a letter to Fort Hardwell in careful block letters. My name is Noah Walker. I think I found a dog that used to serve in the army. Then he waited. What happened next? No one in Millstone saw coming. A few nights later, Rex bolted upright, howling at the window. Flames lit the sky. The Harper house was on fire. Their son Mason was trapped inside. Without hesitation, Rex tore through the smoke, found the boy, and dragged him out just before the roof collapsed. Fire trucks arrived too late. The real rescue had already happened. Broken Dog Saves Boy and Midnight Blaze made the front page. Suddenly, the town that once laughed saw Noah and Rex in a whole new light. The story spread far beyond Millstone. At a school assembly honoring Rex, Noah noticed a man at the back. Tall, rigid posture, military jacket, eyes locked on the dog. Marcus Reed came by the next day. I served with him, he said. We called him Shadow. He saved my life after an IED hit us. I thought I lost him forever. Noah swallowed hard. Do you want him back? He asked quietly. Marcus shook his head. Looks like he's found his new mission. And that's the thing about stories worth telling. Sometimes, the bravest act is letting go. From that moment on, everything changed. The Walkers organized a celebration for retired service dogs. Neighbors pitched in. Luke ran the donation board. Hattie shared stories. Marcus donated Rex's original medals. Even the mayor showed up, declaring, "Second chances matter." And it wasn't just about Rex. Something deeper shifted in Millstone. The town started seeing value in the forgotten, the worn, the broken. Graduation day came, and outside the library stood a new statue, a bronze German shepherd, eyes set on the horizon. For the broken ones who still save us, the plaque read. When Noah walked across the stage, Rex limped beside him. And when he called, "Guard," the entire town rose in a standing ovation, not just for a boy and his dog, but for every kid who dared believe in something the world had already given up on. Listen, if this all sounds like a fairy tale, maybe that's because you've never lived in a place that needed hope. Maybe you've never loved something everyone else thought was useless. This story isn't really about a dog, or even about Noah. It's about what happens when someone chooses to look past the scars and believe in what's still beating underneath. Maybe you're that someone, or maybe you're the one still waiting to be seen. But if you ever doubt what a little faith, a lot of heart, and a steady hand can do, remember Noah and Rex. Because sometimes miracles don't wear wings. Sometimes they look like a boy with a promise and an old dog who finally came home.